Caswell, Buchanan, Dickinson, Wise, Lee, Scott, and the city of Bristol.
And again, as Phil said, my name is Kristi Mullins. I'm a SNAP Ed program assistant. I actually serve adults in Dickinson and Wise County. I also serve the youth in Dickinson County as well. Today we will be discussing the idea of shopping and eating better on a budget. This is a lesson that is taught to all of my adult clientele, whether young or old. I teach the younger clientele ESBA, which is Eat Smart, Be Active, and I teach the older clientele HESA, which is Healthy Eating as We Age.
So in this session, Kristi and I will discuss shopping strategies to save you money, what types of foods are the best buys, and cooking at home versus eating away from home.
So let's talk a little bit about money saving ideas. Have you ever thought about the fact that if you eat out for breakfast in the morning and eat lunch during the day, you probably spend an average of at least $10 per day. And given a 5-day work week, a total of $50 per week. If you just pack your lunch one time per week, you can save an average of $5.50 per week or $27.50 per month. Look at the cost per unit price before you buy in bulk to make sure you are really getting the good deal. Compare the cost per unit on each and every item you purchase at the grocery store. The cost for a larger container of an item may be more expensive than the smaller container of the same item. Therefore, the smaller container of the item is more cost effective than the larger container. Who likes to eat potato chips? Do you realize that eating just one less bag of chips per week could save you $2.50 per week, adding up to $130 per year? Imagine how many healthy choices we could purchase with $130.
So the USDA publishes a monthly food plan suggesting how much your groceries should be. The average cost of food per month for one person ranges from $160 to $345. As you see here, a family of 2 spends $553 per month, and a family of 5 spends over $1,000 each month. The U.S. Departments of Health and Human Services and the USDA develops each edition of the Dietary Guidelines. According to the 2015-2020 guidelines, the key recommendations are to follow a healthy eating pattern across the lifespan, focus on variety, nutrient density, and amounts of foods, limit calories from added sugars and saturated fats, and reduce sodium intake. Shift to healthier foods and beverages, and the dietary guidelines also support healthy eating patterns for all.
What is my plate? It's USDA's way of showing us how much of each food group our plate should consist of each day. Half of our plate needs to be fruits and vegetables. A quarter of it needs to be grains, and a quarter of it needs to be proteins. And of course, don't forget about your correct serving of dairy each day. So what should we do to correctly follow my plate recommendations? Begin with the main dish that includes 1 serving of protein, about 3 ounces. This could include fish, chicken, beef, pork, and/or certain types of beans. Add 1 serving of grains. Don't forget to make half of your grains whole. Whole wheat bread, whole wheat tortillas, or whole wheat pasta are good sources of whole grains. Include a hot or cold vegetable. We always remind our clients that we need 3 to 3.5 cups of vegetables per day. Also, finish with a fresh fruit or yogurt rather than a dessert. All of us need 2.5 to 3 cups of fruit per day. Finally, top your meal off with a glass of milk. We always remind our clients that USDA wants us to drink 1% or skim milk rather than milk that is higher in fat.
I want to talk to you a little bit about tips for grocery shopping. Try not to grocery shop when you are hungry. You could end up letting your stomach do the shopping for you. Look to the top and the bottom of the shelves for better buys. Grocery stores put the items that they make the most money on at eye level. Check displays. Some make you think that the product is on sale when it really isn't. Consider generic items. Only buy one at a time until you see if your family will eat it. Shop for groceries once a week, not daily. Studies have shown individuals spend more money if they shop each day. Stick to your grocery list. You will save money by buying only what you need.
Tips before you shop. Inventory what you have to avoid duplicate purchases. Have you ever decided to make a particular recipe and go to the grocery store to get all the items needed, only to return home realizing that you had half of the ingredients in the cabinet or the refrigerator already? Check newspaper and online ads to see what is on sale. It's a good idea to base your weekly meal plan and grocery list off of the sale paper ads. Shop alone without children or spouses. Does your grocery bill get larger when your kids or spouse goes with you to the grocery store? Buy frozen fruits and vegetables when the fresh fruits and vegetables are not available or not in season. While teaching all of our adult clientele, we highly recommend visiting the farmer's market during its peak season to purchase fresh fruits and vegetables. We also highly recommend the use of their SNAP benefits at the local farmer's market, which accept their EBT card. They can receive $50 worth of produce while only using $25 of their SNAP benefits. This allows our clients to purchase fresh fruits and vegetables in bulk to possibly can or freeze these products for a later time. If our clients don't have the opportunity to purchase these fruits and vegetables during their peak season, we recommend frozen fruits and vegetables rather than those that are processed. Most processed fruits and vegetables contain high amounts of sugar and sodium.
To some smart shopping for vegetables and fruit, we always recommend to buy and season fruits and vegetables. Buy whole fruits and veggies instead of pre-cut because they last longer and they're cheaper. And also buy store brand canned fruits and vegetables. Store brands equal savings. Opt for store brands when possible. You will get the same or a similar product for a cheaper price. So shopping for meats, buy in quantity if it makes sense. Remember to consider money, space, and use. Supply large quantities. Wrap and freeze for later use. For example, 3 pounds of ground beef, you might be able to divide that into 1 pound for meatloaf, 1 pound for hamburgers, and 1 pound for spaghetti sauce. Buy chicken and turkey instead of red meat because it's usually less expensive. Save money by purchasing a whole chicken and cutting it into parts yourself. Ground beef is usually a good buy, and it is fairly lean. Extra lean ground beef will yield more meat when cooked than ground beef with more fat. It is lower in calories, saturated fat, and cholesterol than regular ground beef. Buy a pork loin and cut it into pork chops. It is often cheaper to buy a large cut of meat and divide it into several meals or servings than to buy the cuts separately.
Why is it important to use coupons? Use the store's club card. For instance, Food City has a Food City value card, and Kroger has a Kroger card. Check online and print ads. Check Food City's Friday sales paper that comes out on Wednesdays, or download the grocery store app to get additional discounts on your groceries. Seniors can shop on discount days. Midnight Madness is a good one for seniors as well, which usually starts at noon on Fridays and lasts until midnight. Food Line also offers 6% off on Mondays for adults who are 60 and older. Don't use coupons for unhealthy products or items you don't need, such as cakes, cookies, and potato chips. Coupons are also good for household and personal care products. As we all know, these are expensive and a necessity. Here is an example of the grocery store shopping list pad that is offered to my clients as a reinforcement. This pad is designed to help clients to be better meal planners, and organize their purchases based on the different categories that most people purchase at the grocery store. Once they develop this meal plan, they can inventory their cabinets and refrigerator or freezer to see what items they already have on hand and list those items that are needed. Have you ever paid attention to the labels that are printed below each and every item we purchase at the grocery store? If you don't, you should start. This is how we save money. It may just be pennies at a time, but those pennies add up to dollars. Let's take a look at our examples. We will begin with our tomato sauce examples. If we purchase a 29-ounce can of tomato sauce for $1.49, it averages out to 5 cents per ounce. Then if we purchase a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce for 79 cents per can, it averages out to 5.3 cents per ounce. Therefore, as you can see, the larger can of tomato sauce is cheaper than the smaller can of tomato sauce. Now let's move on to the pinto beans and compare the 15-ounce store brand of pinto beans to the 15-ounce national brand of pinto beans. The store brand of the pinto beans is 69 cents per 15-ounce can, which equals 4.6 cents per ounce, opposed to the national brand of pinto beans at 89 cents per 15-ounce can, which equals 5.9 cents per ounce. Therefore, the store brand is cheaper per ounce than the national brand. This is not always the case, so always review the label below each item you purchase in the grocery store. Finally, we will discuss purchasing a block of cheese as opposed to purchasing cheese that is already shredded. In this example, a 16-ounce block of cheese is $3.49, which equals 21.8 cents per ounce. And if we purchase the 16 ounce of shredded cheese at $4.99, it equals 31.2 cents per ounce. What we continue to tell our clients is that anytime you purchase items that are already shredded or sliced, you're not only paying for the product, but for the labor as well. You also don't know if the person performing that labor had good hygiene themselves, or if the workstation the items were sliced or shredded on was properly cleaned.
When you are grocery shopping, instead of buying potato chips, we recommend buying uncooked popcorn to make at home. Instead of buying ready-to-made desserts, make your own cookies and muffins. You can make them healthier. Instead of buying snack crackers, buy crackers and peanut butter to make your own, or snack on fresh or dried fruit. And instead of buying sweetened whole cereals, we recommend buying oatmeal or hot cereals.
Now we want to talk to you about the cost of eating at home rather than eating out. Let's take a look at the Zesty Tacos we can make at home as opposed to just purchasing the Supreme Taco at Taco Bell. The Zesty Taco we make at home ends up costing us $1.07 per serving, as opposed to the Supreme Taco we can purchase at Taco Bell for $1.99 per serving. The total cost savings per taco by making them at home would be 92 cents per serving. Also, let's take a look at the ingredients in each of the tacos. They both contain about the same amount of ingredients. However, the Zesty Tacos we make at home are a healthier option because they contain 2 sources of protein and light Italian salad dressing instead of 1 source of protein and the sour cream that contains more fat.
So let's take a look at cooking from home versus Red Lobster. So you see, if you prepare tilapia with asparagus at home, you're spending $6 for dinner for 2, compared to eating a similar dinner at Red Lobster that will cost up to $30 plus a tip.
Now let's take a look at making a ranch turkey wrap at home as opposed to buying the turkey artichoke panini at Panera Bread. 4 servings of the ranch turkey wrap we make at home ends up being $3.09 per serving, as opposed to the fact if we purchase the turkey artichoke panini from Panera Bread, it ends up being $6.39 per serving. That's at least a total savings of $3.30 per serving. You can have 2 servings of the ranch turkey wrap you make at home, as opposed to 1 serving of the turkey artichoke panini at Panera Bread. Also, let's take a look at the calories. The ranch turkey wrap has a total of 225 calories per serving, and the turkey artichoke panini has a total of 750 calories per serving, depending on the type of bread you choose for your sandwich. The ingredients in both items are similar. However, the one we make at home is much healthier, as it has more healthier options, like cream cheese, light ranch dressing, tortillas, as opposed to spinach, artichoke spread, Parmesan cheese, and a type of bread. Also, let's take a look at the amount of sodium we consume while eating the turkey artichoke panini: 2,340 milligrams. An average adult is supposed to consume no more than 2,300 milligrams, or 1 teaspoon of sodium per day. However, if you have hypertension, that amount reduces to 1,500 milligrams per day. That being said, if you are one of those individuals that has hypertension, you can only consume a little more than half of the turkey artichoke panini and stay within your sodium guidelines for the day. Also consider the fact of what you would eat for the rest of the day.
So when we're working with our clients, we recommend for our clients to plan ahead before grocery shopping. Also, to choose the healthiest options your budget allows. Let my plate be your guide. We encourage them to be a smart shopper and eat out occasionally versus on a regular basis.
As an adult program assistant in Dickinson and Wise counties, I offer 2 different curriculums to my adult clientele: ESBA, which is Eat Smart, Be Active for ages 45 and under, and HESA, Healthy Eating as We Age, for ages 45 and older. Each curriculum is a series of 6 lessons, includes some physical activity, and a food demonstration in 3 out of the 6 times that we meet. Clients are able to enjoy a taste test portion of each recipe that I prepare. Clients also receive reinforcements each time that we meet and a nice cookbook upon completion of all 6 lessons. So here is my contact information if anyone knows individuals or groups or organizations who would be interested in taking my classes.
And that brings us to the end. Kristi and I would like to thank you for your time and your attention this evening. Would anyone like to ask any questions? Do you guys have any questions for us?
If anybody has a question, just feel free to type it into the chat, or just unmute yourself and ask. All right, looks like you covered everything thoroughly. Jaquita has a comment.
Okay.
Would you like to address that, Sharon, or would you like me to?
Let's see here.
Can you see it?
Um,
In recent months, we have all had different results with online grocery shopping. Not always much choice in what we get compared to what we order. I've learned a lot about brands I would not normally have chosen and eaten a variety of brands.
okay.
So I'll elaborate on that a little bit. We do also FNP talks, we call them, and that's one of the things that we talk about is where we went through this pandemic that everybody's not real familiar with, and the country's never experienced anything like it before. We don't always, everything that we've always purchased in the past is not available, you know, even online or if we go to the grocery store or whatever. So we do got to improvise. And that's something that we do with FNP as well. Sometimes we have a limited budget that we can use. And a lot of times we can't buy the most expensive things. We have to improvise, you know, and we may have to end up chopping something up or doing something a little differently just to make it work out. So that's kind of the same situation with us. But the shelves have looked a lot differently since all this pandemic has started.
And I know some of my partners, retail partners, they've told me that it's hard to get certain items in, such as milk and bread and those kind of things. But I think things are starting to come around now, more so than what it was a couple of months ago. So hopefully things are looking up for the retailers and for us as well. Consumers. Yeah, I think we've all cooked more in the recent months.
Exactly. Everybody.
Yeah, I kind of want to get away from that. Can't wait for most of the restaurants to open completely back up.
We kind of get in the hustle and bustle of everyday life and running everywhere with our children. If you've got younger kids, which I do, and taking them where they need to go, and just bad to run by and grab something just because it's the handiest thing to do.
All right.
One other thing that I will tell you, we have a website as well. It's Eat Smart, Move More VA. Virginia's not spelled out.org. And we have a recipe bank there. And it has all of our recipes on it. And it's a good source for somebody who's really wanting to try something different. There's a lot of things on there that I've made. The quick chili con carne, that's a real popular one with a lot of folks, even the kids at school. I had children at school that I made it for that they ate 5 bowls of it because they just loved it so much. The oven baked chicken nuggets are real popular with kids if you have children. And it has like a berry smoothie, which is made out of pineapples, blueberries, yogurt, and some orange juice. It's really good if you want something cold to drink. We have a homemade strawberry soda that the kids love, and it gets them away from just drinking pop, and you make it out of pureed strawberries. It's a good one. So if you all need that referenced again, let me know. But it's a good source, and there's a lot of good recipes on there.
So you want to type our website in the chat box there for everybody?
Am I correct when I said what it was? Eat
Yeah.
Smart. Let's see here. Okay.
Yep, here it is.
Uh-oh, it's org. I'm sorry. Let me do that again. Oops, done it again. Well, sorry. There we go. Nope, I still didn't get it right. My goodness. Okay, I'm going to do it right this time. Third time's a charm, right?
That's exactly right. Most of the time.
There we go. I got it. That's right. That's correct.
Sounds good.
All right. Any other questions? All right.
Do we have canning recipes there too? We do not. But we have those on, I think, on the regular extension website. And what I can do, I can look that up for you. And Phil, would it be okay if I send that to you and you just send it on?
That'll be just fine.
Okay.
One thing to remember if you go to that website is there's a little search bar in there, And you type, like if for instance you wanted a recipe that had chicken in it, then you would type chicken in the search bar and you hit apply, and it'll pull you up every recipe that we have that has chicken in it. You wanted a recipe that had bananas in it, same thing. You type bananas in that search bar and hit apply, and it pulls up everything we have.
Yeah, I can see how that would come in. Some of the farmers markets are starting to open up with some very limited arrangements. And I know a lot of cases people will get unusual foods from the farmers market. So I'm assuming that website would be a place they could type in kohlrabi, or they could type in some unusual food and get some ideas for that.
Yeah, and Phil, when we go to the farmers markets, we try to prepare different dishes there, or for people to try. So yeah, and we also have the farmers market recipes, and I can send that link to you as well if you'd like to send that out to everyone.
Okay.
I see Dustin's comment that you need to save more money. We all actually, you know, I've learned a lot since starting this job, and there's a lot of things that I do a lot differently now that I didn't do before. And I try to give all my clients every resource that is available, every bit of information, every tip, because a lot of the clientele that I work with are on SNAP, and they have they're low income families, and they need the extra help and they need guidance, and I try to provide that for them.
All right. Well, Sharon and Kristi, thank you all very much.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate being a part of it.
And Jeremy and Shad, you all have any comments about next week?
Great information, ladies. Thanks so much. Shad, Phil, you all want to cover Tuesday? I know Tuesday's woodcraft. Y'all want to cover anything on that? Got to give a glimpse into that. Then I think Thursday is fall gardening.
Okay. Sounds good.
So got two good ones again next week. And as a matter of fact, Shad, Phil, and I sat down, I guess it was yesterday afternoon, and planned out for another month. So hopefully you'll stick with us, join with us on this venture. I think we've all learned a lot, everybody that's been on here. So another great night, Sharon and Kristi. Definitely appreciate them.
I was going to say on Tuesday, it's emergency shelter and how to construct one. That'll be the woodcraft. And Phil and I are tag teaming that one. So it's going to be a little bit of Boy Scout 101, I think. And then the Thursday one is fall gardening. And the timing is good. There were a lot of comments on gardening on here. And this is the time to get things started if you want to grow something in your garden for the fall. Good job, ladies.
Thank y'all very much. Good job. A lot of kudos in the chat pod. Thank you all very much. Good job. Good job. Well, I guess we'll sign off for this evening. It's good to see everybody once again, and we'll see you on Tuesday evening. Then everybody have a great weekend.
See you all.
You too. Bye.
See ya.